So you spent the time needed to unlock Facebook Marketplace and now you're ready to start selling items. Only problem is you're only able to access the local pickup option and you want to start shipping things out. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can unlock the shipping option for Facebook Marketplace. Alrighty, as you can see in this listing here, it's a fake listing just for demo purposes. I have some plates for sale and I have the description filled out. Next, I actually noticed these new options are pretty cool. This is if you want to pay for additional advertising and then hide it from friends. I think is a really cool option if you're doing local pickup, especially if you have like a risque item or something weird that you don't want your friends knowing. I just think this is a cool option. But when I go to next, let's see, shipping and local pickup or shipping only. This is an option that was not available when I first started on Facebook Marketplace, and in this video I'm going to show you how to unlock it. So if you don't want to watch the entire video, I can summarize it for you right now. Essentially, the best way to unlock Facebook Marketplace shipping is to meet up with a bunch of people, get a high rating as your seller profile, and eventually Facebook will just straight up unlock it to you. But throughout the rest of this video, I'm going to elaborate on a few things. First, what are some of the best practices and how you can boost that score? Second, why Facebook does it this way? Third, some of the benefits of shipping and how you can increase your profits and potentially go into drop shipping. First things first, the number one thing you should do in order to unlock it is literally just act like a human and use the Facebook platform the way any normal person would. Specifically for shipping, Facebook is going to look at your seller rating. So if you have some items you can sell, this is like a good opportunity to just get rid of anything. Anything you have laying around the house or your apartment that you don't need and you just want to sell, you think anyone would buy it, go ahead and get rid of it. This is mostly just to get your rating up as a seller, but also, you get a little experience using the platform, you get better experience taking pictures, and overall you get a little bit of cash, because you're selling things. When you go to meet up with people, of course, you should follow all of the tips for managing customer interactions. I'll link the video somewhere up here. So that way you have a positive experience for both you and your buyer. If you get a good fair price and you're accommodating, chances are people will give you a high rating and Facebook will use that in their determination for whether or not you get access to the shipping. The other thing you can do is buy things from people. Now, I don't think this is going to be weighed as heavily in the Facebook algorithm. Again, this is all something that's sort of like based off trial and experience because Facebook doesn't exactly have a program you can apply for where you can just straight up get access to shipping. It's not like eBay or other sites where you can sign up for it. It's sort of an invite only, except they don't tell you how to get the invite, so you're sort of left guessing at what to do. You might be asking yourself, why does Facebook do it this way? Because honestly, for me, it's a little frustrating when I have access to a platform, but in order to get all the features that I really want to use, basically I have no idea what I'm supposed to do and I'm stuck sitting around waiting for someone to magically unlock it for me. On one hand, when I was the person who was waiting for this feature to be unlocked, it was super aggravating and I really, it wasn't a huge deal because I wasn't selling a bunch of things, but it still would have been nice to have. And now that I have it, it's sort of easy for me to be like, yeah, whatever, you can just wait for it and then eventually show up. Well, that's easier for me to say because I've already unlocked it. And if you're someone who wants to sell a bunch of items right now, it's not quite so nice. What you can take comfort in knowing is because there is a limited pool of people who are allowed to sell on Facebook Marketplace, you're much more likely to have your item sold once you've made it through the process of being vetted and being rated as a high seller so that way you get access to it. So that way your items are more likely to sell. You can contrast this with a marketplace like eBay where everybody can make listings for things and everybody can ship them out. What ends up happening on eBay is a huge price contest and whoever has the lowest price is going to win. On Facebook, since there's a lower number of people selling things, you're not going to have as much competition on the selling side. And also Facebook has some really powerful algorithms that will boost your listing and put it in front of people on their suggested listings or other categories where it shows items for sale that people are, that Facebook thinks people are willing to buy. So it is nice on that seller's end that people are less competitive because there are less sellers. Now on the buyer end, it is better because all of the people who are shipping things have been vetted at least in some way through Facebook's algorithms. So only the people who Facebook deems are going to be good sellers are actually allowed to ship. So you're not getting a bunch of spammy, scammy items that people basically make listings for and sell and then, make a new account. It's very common on eBay. There's a bunch of scams on eBay, but honestly, Facebook Marketplace has been the best, like most trustworthy experience. And I think that's because people have it, it's like very personal. Like your Facebook is not the same thing as a Twitter where people can make like a themed Twitter around something else. For the most part, Facebook is like for an individual. So that way anyone on Facebook Marketplace, it's back to their Facebook profile and you can sort of like see everything about them that's available on Facebook, which is like who they are, their friends, their family. So people are much more likely to be trustworthy. It's almost like meeting a friend to buy and sell something. So I think it's better that there is this waiting period, because in the end, it just makes the Facebook Marketplace itself just a better platform to use. I know it sucks to make it through this, gated journey, especially if you haven't had like a Facebook profile for a while and you made a new one, you're starting over from scratch. But eventually, if you use the platform, they will let you on. It might take a few months, maybe even a year, but probably a few months, especially if you use it. So I wouldn't stress too much. Basically, just get as high of a seller rating as you possibly can, and eventually it will be unlocked to you. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is why this is so awesome for people looking to drop ship. And the reason why this is so awesome for people looking to drop ship is because you can go, I might make a video on drop shipping. I've not done it personally myself with Facebook Marketplace, but I know what drop shipping is. I've seen other people drop ship items. Essentially, that's where you go. Here, I'll show you guys. So most people drop ship from something like Alibaba or AliExpress. And what people will do is they'll go and they'll search for popular items. Let's say outdoor fun and sports. Let's see what there is. And you can find all these different items for like 24 bucks. This one is 20 bucks. And essentially people will take these pictures. Literally, they'll copy these pictures. They'll put them in their Facebook listing. And then for $4 to almost $20, depending on shipping and all this stuff, you gotta calculate in shipping. I've seen people make these listings for like 35 bucks, or you have to spend some time. The art of drop shipping is finding items that are like, maybe this one, just finding items that people would be willing to buy and spend more money than it is on this site. And so you might have to manually order it and ship it to someone's house. But essentially, when you get paid on Facebook Marketplace, what they'll do is you can go and buy this item and enter in the person's details and ship it to them. And then once you ship it to them, Facebook is like, okay, cool, here's the tracking number or whatever. And they get their item and you get paid, and they paid you $50 for this $35 item or whatever. So I've seen quite a few items on Facebook Marketplace that have been drop shipped. If you know what drop shipping is, it's pretty easy to tell, because you'll get like a bunch of standard pictures. Let's just see if there's any like straight up popular items on AliExpress. But you'll get a lot of pictures that look like they were from AliExpress. Here we go. Drop shipping living room furniture, giant beanbag cover sofa coat for living room relax. This is the kind of listing that I want. The same so they photoshopped the bag to be a different color, because this is the same picture, but they want to show their different color options. But in this one, for some reason, they photoshopped her face a weird green color. All the other ones, she's the same, but in this one, her face is different. Yeah. So anyways, you'd make a listing like this for how much it is and put it up for 75 bucks, and then someone would buy it. So that's really awesome, because in Facebook, it will give you free advertising because it'll boost your listings and show it to other people. Also, you have the option to boost your listing to pay for it. So I'd say Facebook might be a hidden gem for drop shipping. I might make a series on drop shipping on Facebook. I could use some extra money. I know we all could. And if it turns out to be something profitable, I'll give it a shot. I could look into automation, so as soon as someone buys it, it'll automatically buy it from AliExpress and ship it to them. That's one possibility. The biggest thing when it comes to dropshipping, though, is really just item selection, because you need something that's relatively cheap that people will spend extra money for. Oh, so you also have to buy filler on this one. That's why it's so cheap. Still, it's not bad for how huge this thing is. So, yeah. thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you unlock Facebook Marketplace and start shipping your stuff. Thanks, and go make some money. Peace.